Go! 5.
Hello and welcome to Double Dragon Trouble, or DnD stream, where we face terrible issues and face, well, no dragons yet, but they'll surely come along. Tonight I'm your DM, Thijs Server. Let's go with that today. And joining me today are 4 wonderful players, finally the full team.
Oh my god.
Starting with the fish out of water, Dagers, the Triton Paladin, played by Chris Jørgensen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then we have the angrier than angry Dwarf Barbarian, Betroger Wolfthrone, played by Lucas Barr. Then, with one curious foot in the grave, we have Dinok, the Wood Elf monk, played by Frederik Bandu. And joining us again since the good old Warcraft sessions, a mystery character will be revealed soon, played by Hilde Bergkergener.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So, a recap of what happened last time. You finally linked your party back up after you split during the bank heist. And you met in the lounge of the half-dragon champion after the arena fight. And you met up. And I just forgot that before that, Dagers and Betroger delivered the necklace, but that's not important right now. So, you were back together, and you had a new assignment from the Resistance. Go and rescue someone who was apparently captured and know something about the Resistance. You didn't ask a lot of questions about this person you were going to rescue, but you decided to go back into the dungeons the same way that Dinok came out from when he was led to the execution arena.
Who was also captured and probably knew something about the Resistance.
Maybe.
So he's probably the person, but we don't know.
We don't know. I do. You don't. So you went back into the dungeons and met some guards who were obviously a bit curious about your whereabouts. And when you tried to kill one of them, he sounded the alarm, and then it was basically guards chasing you down the hallways. You were trying to find this prisoner, going back to the prison block, and trying to fight off these guards that were pursuing you, and it ended up with all of you being captured when Dinok was knocked out and the rest of the party surrendered. So, we ended last time with seeing the party being disarmed, handcuffed, led out of the room, and slowly fade to black. So try to imagine it's still dark, it's still black, and then it slowly fades back. And you look around and, oh, what's going on? Where are we? You're sitting in a horse-drawn wagon, driving around a mountain. So, you 3 guys, Dinok, Betroger, and Dagers, you know each other as you look around to see what's going on. There's also someone else in the wagon, a tabaxi, also with her hands bound and stuff, just like you. And then, of course, some guards and someone driving the wagon. You can see out from the wagon, the city of Waterdeep just stretches below you, so you're being taken up the mountain, further up, to some castle further up the mountain. So, Hilde, tell us a bit about your character. Just the basics. Her name.
Well, my character is a fighter. And as you said, Tabaxi. And yeah, I'm just awesome.
So you 3 sit around and you look at the Tabaxi, just, alright, that's Tabaxi. Oh my god, she's awesome.
She must have been caught crossing the border. Walked right into that cultist ambush.
Same as us.
Basically.
I don't mind it switching.
So you can see and you can talk and stuff if you want to. So right now you're basically being pulled up this mountain road up towards the castle. It's a bit like the Fortress of Solitude from Superman with crazy ice crystals and stuff going on, because this is probably the home of the dragon governor of the city that you're being taken straight to.
Alright, first of all, I lean over to whoever's sitting next to me and I look at the tabaxi and I say, "Is that a cat?" I read about those, but I thought they were smaller. I don't know.
Usually,
Oh,
they
okay.
usually are, but this
So
one
it's a
is
mutant
huge.
cat.
It's huge and it's awesome for some reason.
Quite.
That cat is going to have an awesome death in the future for sure.
All right, so that's basically the entire conversation as you are drawn up to the castle.
Just
Then you're
discussing
going
this
to-
I
cat.
just look at them like.
So you enter like a courtyard through a small gate, and you see there are more of these guards all over the place. The typical dragon cultist with their crazy shoulder dragon wings and stuff, very ornamental armor. One of them draws a dragon sword again, details and dragon stuff on it. Looks really nice, really fantasy. And he just waves the wagon. Turn it around. Put the prisoners over there. Do over there. You over there. Look smart now. And there's one like scraping out some muck from his pipe. Just yes, sir. And then the wagon stops. The back end is turned down, and you are sort of like pushed out of the wagon by the guards. And one of them come over to you. He looks a bit taller than the rest of them. He has like a few scales on his cheeks. From saying you think it might be freckles, but then you notice they are actually kind of scales in a way. And he is carrying a big book and looks at you. Oh, you're the one who caused trouble down the arena, weren't you? And you, he points at D-Dog. Oh my. You were the one who killed the champion. My master's not pleased with that. I can tell you that. And to be frank, most of us aren't. A lot of us have some bets riding on that fight, you see.
To be fair, I saw it, and I think it was actually the halfling who killed him. So don't blame.
Yeah, I'm technically innocent.
Exactly.
Then you have nothing to fear. Excellent.
Thank you.
He shuts the book. This guy's innocent. And the guard says, ha 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 ha. Take them in.
I want to roll a persuasion check.
All right, let's see.
For real? Oh,
Sure.
nice.
Let's go. You managed to talk your way into the bank.
8.
Yeah, he just get out of here, pushes you. So you're led into a small building with the bars on the windows and stuff, pushed in. And the guy with the book follows you. And he looks at his superior sitting behind the table, wearing a purple dragon mask. Yes, this man is the one who fought in the arena, and these, I assume, were trying to aid his escape. And this one, he points at the tabaxi. I'm not sure. It seems he tried to steal some horses while crossing the border or something. I don't know.
No? What are you talking about? What horses?
Yeah, exactly. They all say that, don't they? I'll just leave it with you.
I tried to use my big cat. I was like,
I can make a persuasion check. I mean, eventually one of you are going to make a natural 20. What's happening?
no, 3.
This
Damn it.
he just slaps you. How dare you try to use those eyes on me? And he just dumps the book on the table and leaves. And the guy sitting behind it. All right. So he points at D-Dog. You are familiar with the arena.
Yeah.
Very good. Maybe you know we have another arena.
No.
They never do. Well, you have been selected for the special occasion this week. You see, Calcrix is back from a hunt, and it wasn't very successful, so he's hungry. So you're going to be his next meal. So,
Nice.
if you would prepare yourself mentally and spiritually, then you will be led straight to the arena where he will consume you. Does that sound fine with you? It's not an option.
Oh,
Okay.
well then I guess.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure, like you kind of made it sound like a question, so I thought like, yeah.
So I
Well,
like to do it kind of the other way around. Usually people, well, I have colleagues. You probably met some of them, and I like to throw the threat onto the table to begin with, so you know what's at stake.
Oh, okay. You know how the big guy, one of those who helped me from my cell.
Help you?
Oh, yeah, one of those who carried me from my cell.
Ah, no. Anyway,
Okay.
so now you know what's at stake. So we have had a lot of reports circling about the resistance, and I find that pretty odd because, as far as I know, he sort of looks at a book next to him. The resistance has been destroyed for at least 20 years.
That's
So
what I heard.
I'm a bit curious about all this. So maybe if you have some information about this resistance, maybe we can strike some kind of deal.
Sorry, can we whisper to each other quickly?
No. You can try.
I would like to see if I can. What do you? Is that a sleight of hand? Sleight of tongue? What kind of check is
I
that?
think we'll go with a stealth check.
Stealth check?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Should I try and check before I convey the message, or should I just say it?
Roll first, then we'll see how it goes.
Whoa. 18.
18. All right. So you start like shuffling your feet a bit, so it makes a bit of noise, and then you can sort of like whisper under your breath. So you can whisper a short message to your party.
Do you think we could take on the dragon cult by ourselves without the help of the resistance? If so, now's probably the way to get a good start.
Max sits writing this book. What was that?
I'm not quite sure. I just straight up reply, but in Elvish.
Oh. Right.
I cannot understand that.
What?
You're an elf!
I know, I understood it. Don't worry.
I don't know.
Never understand English. Yes.
Like you pretend you don't understand him. But it's a strange dialect because Dagus has learned his from the sea elves basically.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yes.
So it's a bit of an odd accent, but you understand. Well, if you have nothing to add to my ledger, then I'm afraid there's only one way for you.
Do we?
Wait a minute, may I ask? Am I going to get sent to the arena anyway?
Well, not after. I don't think there will be anything left of you.
No, I mean like, will I get sacrificed if we gave you some information?
Well, it depends on the value of the information.
How
Do
would
you
I
have
know if information would be valuable?
Well,
I need questions.
all right. I have questions. Very good. He opens a notebook, finds a clean page. So, tell me. Presumably, you are involved in this resistance. Do you know any names? Who's the leader?
I don't know any names.
All
I
right.
didn't get that far.
How do you get in contact with the resistance?
I don't know that. I forgot.
All right. Well, it's not very helpful, you see.
Ask me something else.
All right. What's your favorite cheese?
Castile.
Good choice. Well, I mean, do you know the agenda of this resistance? Do you know how legit it is?
It seems fairly legit.
How so?
Like there were at least a couple of people devoted to it. Some of them were very devoted, and apparently they seek to oppose the dragon cult.
Well, that's a whole steez. So there are 2 people claiming to be the resistance. Is that what you're saying?
There are multiple people.
And you don't know their names?
No. Like I said, as I already told the other guys down at the other prison arena or something, I basically just got drawn into a heist to sort of like an initiation to the resistance. But I never made it out of the heist, so actually I'm not really an official member.
Ah, I see.
I could work as a spy.
I mean, presumably you've been in contact with the resistance.
Yeah.
How? Surely maybe you can't give me names, maybe some descriptions?
There was a gnome.
A gnome? Starts writing.
You don't need to tell him all this, I say in Elvish.
So, anything particular about this gnome? Where did you meet him?
He was the one I met with at the graveyard, as I also told you before, that graveyard.
At the graveyard? Right. I assume you mean the City of the Dead.
Yeah, I assume that's what it's called.
So you just randomly walked into this gnome in the City of the Dead?
No, I got contacted.
By who?
By that gnome at the City of the Dead. But at another place. I was doing work.
That seems very unlikely. This sounds like a lie.
Okay, I'll just.
I think you're wasting our time.
Yeah, I'll just go and prepare.
Yes, I think that's for better. Please, this way. And he points towards the door.
What kind of preparation do we get? Do we get a spa?
Oh no.
No.
We have a small cell where you can confess your prayers or whatever you like to do. I don't really know. I only pray to the one true God. The one that actually flies in the sky, you know?
I don't know much of this guy.
Have we actually seen this god? How do you know you're not just claiming to have seen it?
Well, I saw her once, and it was amazing. She flew over water deep. Can't imagine the immense, just the magnitude, the power, But you wouldn't understand, and you'll never see it anyway.
There's a lot of people who have seen gods and stuff, and I don't really believe in that.
That's fine. Anyway, this way, please. And some of the guards start pushing you out through another door into like a small cell block, and they open one of the cells, open it, and just push you in, just in a pile, and then shut it.
Do we still have all our equipment?
No.
Oh.
Your
What do we
weapons have been
have?
taken away. So you have your armor that you were carrying, but no weapons and
My
no
shield?
money and stuff. That has probably been taken away as well. It's
Damn.
just the easiest stuff, like your whatever you like held in your hands.
Alright.
So this cell, it looks familiar to Dinok. It's like cold. There are like snow in the corners, icicles from the ceiling. Terrible place.
Can we take a rest here? Like, do we have our life hit points back, or?
You can try.
Well, was I even conscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you were talking, so
Yeah.
But last time I think I was only stabilized.
yeah. Someone probably slapped you awake.
I'm a sleep talker.
I mean, you can try to take a long rest if you want to. You can also just take a short rest if you think that's more.
How are we bound?
Well, your hands are bound with rope. Otherwise, your feet are free, and you're free to walk around inside the cell.
I just try to like pull apart.
Make a strength athletics check.
Let's see, athletics.
I tried to bite through the ropes.
Make an attack roll.
19.
19. Sorry?
Make a what?
Attack roll. Yeah, 19. You just take your ropes and just.
Oh, that was ineffective.
9 plus something.
Anyone else? So, Dagus, you're basically free.
Can't they, like, Dagus just go around and, like, bind?
Yeah, I was about to.
There you go.
I'll just try and untie the others.
How did you do on the attack roll, Hilda?
I got a 9.
Alright, so you try to bite the rope, but it's chewy and the rope tastes horrible, and you wait for Dagus to walk around and snap
Please
them.
help me. Please help Scrat.
So yeah, you don't need to roll for that,
Alright, perfect.
unless you want to see if you fail.
I think it's fine.
Alright.
Is there a window in the cell?
Yes, there's one like way above you with some iron bars blocked.
I cover myself in snow and hide in plain sight.
Alright. Make a stealth check.
Yeah. But wait, I have the Mask of the Wild, so I don't know if the snow should count as a natural phenomenon, right?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine.
Oh, I can still make a check if you want.
I mean, it's still a bit dark, so it's all right.
Okay.
So, how do you do it?
I sit down in a corner and begin spraying snow upon myself.
How high up is this barred window?
So the lower ledge is about 15 feet up.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can find anything in the cell? Like, see anything that might help us?
Make a perception check.
Yes. Where's my dice roll? Ooh, an 18.
18. All right. You look around and you find in the corner some scratch marks on the wall. And you look closely and you think it's like markings for prisoners who've been here, like counting the days, and there are a lot. It's sort of like when you first see the marks, you start noticing them everywhere, and you realize the whole cell is just full of marks from prisoners making notes of time passing.
Well, that doesn't.
You also notice that way up in the ceiling, there's a huge, like, cast iron chandelier. It's difficult to see because it's dark, and it's dark up there, and it's not lit, and doesn't look like it's been lit for years. But there's a huge chandelier up there, just hanging, and yeah. But apart from that, it's just There are some chains on the walls, manacles and stuff.
Does anyone want to give me a boost up to the window? I'm gonna try to just open it. Might as well try.
Or I can crawl up. I have claws.
Do we have some kind of...
Are you strong enough to pull apart bars, though?
I'm pretty sure Tabaxi have like a climbing speed equal to the walking speed. I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
probably close. I don't know. I have that book. Alright,
I can look it up.
let's just say, sure, you can climb. You're a cat.
So I climb up to the bars.
Alright. You
And then I just look down and like, what did you want me to do now?
Try to get out, or try to...
I'll climb back down. I'll climb up again.
Okay. I'll
Like
see.
that?
I was
Sorry?
like, I'll see what, like, is there any window in front of the bar, or is it like just open?
This just opened, so there are like 2 iron bars, and then through them you can see the courtyard and some of the wall, some guards walking around patrolling.
About that chandelier, what does it like? Can she see what it's hanging like from the ceiling with? Like, is it rope? Is it chain? Is it anything that can possibly be cut?
So it looks like it's held in place by some kind of chain that's like around a hook in the ceiling, and then it goes off and then hangs down one of the walls in a corner.
So it can be detached.
You can bring it with you if you want to.
Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe as soon as the guard walked into the room, then the cat could be on the chandelier, and then unhook it, and then just make the chandelier and the cat fall down on the guard. Unless there are more guards, then that's a horrible idea.
There's probably more guards.
No, like we can all do some pretty okay unarmed damage, I think.
I mean, yeah.
At least 2 people can.
Well, my strength modifier is not too bad.
We do have our hands free now.
Like 2 people could grapple the guards, and the others could just attack them. I could
Yeah.
like cover myself in snow, so the guards would have 2 people missing.
And I can just stay up here and jump down on the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, unhook the chandelier and make the chandelier fall.
They would at least be forced to check out the cell, and at least move the other prisoners.
Hmm.
Well, if we meet that thing and we don't have any weapons and it eats us, then
Do you think we'll get our weapons? At least a fair chance.
No. Since we're not really going into an arena to fight, but just to be like eaten, I don't think we're going to be allowed weapons. So we should probably just try and see if we could disarm a guard and something.
Cat, do you see anyone out there?
Do I know?
I mean, you can see some guards, maybe a handful, patrolling the lower wall around the courtyard. But apart from that, there's not a lot going on. I mean, this castle is pretty high up on the mountain, and you have to pass the lower castle to get here. So it's like it's way out of reach for the rest of the city.
Okay. I can see some guards walking around in the courtyard.
Alright.
That's all I can see right now.
I don't know how we're gonna escape this.
I don't know.
Let's just try and do the thing where 2 of us hide, and then see how the guards react. Because I'm pretty sure they would have to get in here and check things out to see if we've escaped.
And then you want us to jump them.
Yeah, then you 2 on the ground, you can grapple them or try and hold them down, and then the others could like knock them out or something, and then we could grab their gear.
Well, We're gonna be eaten by a dragon anyway, so might as well.
Yeah, might as well try.
I don't like how Game Master is looking in his book now.
It's okay.
All right, so
Just a trick.
you want to set that up? So you already did your snow. So how did you do on the stealth check?
Oh, I'll make the stealth check.
Right. And Hilda, you want to stay up at the window, or do you want to sit in the chandelier? Or...
Do you guys want me to stay up here, or?
Well, somewhere
If you
up
jump
there,
onto the
so they won't
chandelier,
notice you.
down.
What? Sorry.
Like if you jump onto the chandelier, then you would be in a more central position to jump down. And
Okay.
Does 17 pass?
Well, we will see.
Okay.
So you would throw some snow in your face and on your clothes, and sort of try to huddle up in a corner, hiding in, well, not inside in plain sight, but sort of trying to hide.
I'll jump over to the chandelier.
You jump to the chandelier, it swings a bit, creaking, and then it stabilizes, and you wait there. So, Dagus and Betrogar, you're basically standing in the center of the room, just waiting, I suppose. You don't have to wait long before you hear footsteps on the wall.
Yeah.
On the hall outside. And after a few moments, you hear keys rattling in the lock. And the door opens. You see two guys standing outside with their crossbows just pointing into the cell. And then another one walking in. Looks around. He is looking around. Hang on a second. I was told there were going to be 4 in here, and he sort of moves a bit, so he stands this close to you, Dinok, and doesn't see anything. Just, this can't be right. There was supposed to be an elf in here. He starts leaning on the wall, and his hand is this away from your head. Just, this can't be true. And he turns around, just his vision passing right over.
It was just us in here the whole time.
That can't be true.
Why not?
Well, I was told there were going to be 4 of you in here.
well, you were told.
Misinformation.
Gosh, now. Starts looking around. Alright, you two, he points at you. Get up, get against the wall. No funny business.
Stand up slowly against the wall, I guess.
That's his hand on his sword. Over against the wall, you two fishman.
Alright, and I randomly just say in Elvish, there's people with crossbows though.
He says, what was that? Are you swearing?
Oh, I was just coughing.
Didn't sound like. Get against the wall.
Alright.
He looks out to the guys and someone has to go down and check. There was supposed to be 4 in here. We only got 2. They might have escaped. Looks at you. Where are your companions?
So, did one of the others leave?
Yeah, one of them starts running down the hall. The other one keeps his crossbow fixed on you, Dagus. And the guy with the sword sort of paces back and forth behind you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I'll take that, and I'll turn around and try and grapple him.
I'll try to help Dagus, so we're at least 2 trying to grapple.
Alright, so
the other one.
Wait, where's
Dagus.
the other guy?
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
So
And I'll
the
take the
the
other
one with the so there are 2 guys right now. The one in the
that's
cell and then one with a crossbow outside. But you're trying to grab the one with the sword.
I'll
I'll
jump
grab the
guy
one
with the crossbow.
Alright, but hang on a second. We'll just start with it. So Bethroga, you help him. So I'm going to give you advantage on your grapple check. So just make an attack roll. Dagus, and let's see how we do.
Just an attack roll. Alright.
Oh, that is
16.
16, and that was
17.
with advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, 16. So you turn around and you say, maybe you do say, I'm going to take the hard way or something like that. And you try to grab him. Meanwhile, Bethroga sort of gets in and hits him in the knee, so he's sort of oh, my knee! And then you get in and you sort of like get a good hold of him. So yeah, you have.
Immediately take his sword. Immediately take his sword.
By the way, I'm holding him like between me and the crossbow guy.
Oh, all right. So you sort of like using him, and the guy with the crossbow. Oh shit! He starts pointing this crossbow, but nothing really. Like he can't get a clean shot. And then Hilde, your character, whose name hasn't been revealed yet, drops
I
down
haven't said it.
from the chandelier and. Well,
And I yell out, Friday's in the way!
so I imagine yourself like land like on the inside of the door, inside the cell, and just jump out of the door at him, while he's like he doesn't know what the hell is that, and then you fly to his face. Make an attack roll if you want to attack.
11?
11. All right, so you fly into his face with your claws and just start going at him, but you just hit his mask. So you rip it off, but you haven't really hit him, and just my mask. Oh, you stupid cat! And he tries to hit you with his crossbow, but you jump back out of the way. All right, so I think we should roll some initiatives here,
Yes.
unless D-Dog wants to do something.
I would like to jump at the person with the crossbow too.
All right,
and attack.
so first
Like,
Hilde jumps
wait.
down
Wait, how long have we been here for?
in the cell.
Yeah,
A few minutes.
just like, okay, so basically I have no hit points.
Well, I'm gonna give you 1 hit die of hit points plus your constitution.
1 hit die of hit points. Okay,
Claro, you can do
let
it.
me see.
Yeah.
Three,
Alright.
the lowest possible number.
So
My
just
constitution is
flying
good.
out and there's wounded, battered elf.
Yeah, and I can already say right now I'm going to use flurry of blows afterwards.
All right. So
Okay.
and because you were hidden, sure, advantage.
Yeah. Oh, let me see.
So he still tries to go after the tabaxi, so he gets close to the door, and then you can sort of jump him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Does a let me see. Oh, does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh. Let us see.
He sort of like swings his crossbow at the tabaxi, and then you get under him and just give him a good punch.
And I do 5 damage, and I make the bonus attack also.
Yes.
So I have to hit again to hit.
You hit him in the side, and you could feel something break under your knuckles.
Does his 25 hit?
Yes. That's...
5 damage again.
All right.
And then spend a key point on you doing another attack. Okay, does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
So the first 2 blows are really good, and then you sort of like follow up with some key, but it's not as good, but you still hit him.
Yeah. The funny thing is I did the minimal amount of damage that I could on the first 2. And on this one I did max. So 8 damage.
All right. So the first 2 they really connect, and they look really good. Just one in the side, boom, breaking some ribs. The other one hitting under the jaw, softening it up, and the last one looks effortless. You just sort of like just hit him in the chest, and was that it? But the key in your hand just poof, hits him, and he flies back out of the room and just collapses against the wall. And his down.
Yes.
And then let's roll some initiatives.
Yes.
To see.
Same.
13.
13,
18.
18.
20.
19.
So we basically in a new round. So D-Doc, you go first with your 20. So you have, you think you killed this guy. You sort of like felt his heart stop. You sent him away with your key strike.
Oh my god, I killed him.
He died.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, nice. That's very good.
And you get hit points.
Yeah, I do. So now I have 9 hit points. Okay.
Hang on. Dagos, how did you do the initiative?
13.
13. Bright Scratch.
19.
See.
Yeah, 19.
18.
See. Alright. Okay, continue.
I will attack the grappled guy.
Alright. So he's sort of like being held by Dagos and just, oh, my knee! Johnson, get them! And then you see you just throw out the cell. My Tiamat's beard!
Tiamat has a beard.
Oh my god.
The
That is
revelation.
like the most wonderful thing I've heard today.
But you're still going to kill him.
Okay, 21.
That hits. So they're being held. Actually, do you have advantage when it's grappled?
I think you have advantage against grappled targets.
Let me just check. Grapple. So, conditions. No. I don't think so. No, you just can't move while it's grappled.
Okay,
Only
so
grappled, not
I do
restrained.
6 damage.
Alright, so you
And I
walk
also-
up and just hit him in the kidneys.
And I also use my bonus attack.
Go
Does a 12 hit?
on. No. So the first one, you hit him in the kidneys. Then you try to hit him again, but you just hit his armor, and it sort of gets absorbed by it. If that is all you want to do,
Yep.
let us move to Bright Scratch.
Yes.
So, Yeah.
Yeah. There's only one guy, so
Yeah.
I'll just run up to him and try to scratch him.
so it's like, please, Ace, I have a family! Make an attack roll.
I don't care.
I'll give you anything! How did you do?
Oh, is it a natural one? Okay.
No.
So he's just, I don't care, and you just try to hit him, but you miss and just like spin around. Woo! It's like, what the hell is this?
Oh. That was close to a natural one.
Alright, do you have any other attacks? Bonus actions.
No.
Alright,
Hold on.
I don't think
Yeah.
you have anything that'll be useful.
on to Bethroga.
Yeah, can I just try to wrestle the sword from the guy we're currently holding?
Sure. So he's sort of like being grappled by Dagos, and you can like get a grip on his sword and try to pull it away, but he will obviously try to keep his grip. So make a strength athletics check.
Strength athletics. Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh my god, they actually.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
So he tries to pull it, but you just like slap his hand. Oh, and then
Yeah, it's going well.
takes the sword, and yeah,
Whoa!
like no effort at all. You just pry his hand away.
How
I'm
we?
taking this.
Can I just like point the sword at him just to
Sure.
mock him?
Like the dwarf just pointing up at him. He says, all right. Let's not be hasty about it. This, no need to kill each other. As you well know, I sent my partner down to fetch some more guards, so they're going to be in moments. And if you kill me, it's going to be real bad for you. I mean, looks like you already killed Johnson.
You were
Someone took
already
Johnson's crossbow.
sending us to the dragon.
Yeah, so like we're already going to die, so you can't really make it worse.
Yeah.
How about this? I'll help you escape then. If you don't kill me.
How?
Well, I have keys. So like, well, and I know the place. I know things. I know. You don't know where you. What would we do with the keys? You wouldn't know where to use them.
I would like to take the keys.
All right, you take the keys. Haha! But you don't know where they. You don't know what they're for.
Do we just do actions freely now, or is it still initiative?
Yeah, you can just do whatever you want.
I just turn him around and headbutt him.
Make an attack roll.
Let me see. Natural 1.
So it hurts you more than it hurts him. Oh, and you realize he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah. Oh god.
You just. My God, my head. I'm just saying. If you're going to kill me, I'm going to die anyway. If you kill me, you're going to die anyway. So we might as well, work together.
Well, do we have something to gag him with so we don't accidentally risk him like yelling for help?
Well, there's the dead guard, so he's wearing his clothes, and he also has a scimitar belt, and so.
Socks.
I don't need my underwear anymore.
You should be underwear on.
Please, let's be reasonable. I'd rather die.
I walk over to the other guard and like rip some part of his clothes.
I walk over to the other guard and grab his scimitar.
Alright, hand sword. So you leave him, the first guard? Or you drag him along?
Yeah, sure. Just by
Alright.
the neck.
Take him points away.
So do we have an agreement?
Personally, I think that it would be more safe just like make sure that we are all ready for combat.
But we only have what do we have? 3 weapons?
Yeah, and exactly like he knows the place. He could just lead us into a
Yes,
place with a lot
yes,
of
I can
guards.
take to the armory. Good idea. Yes,
I agree with
should-
Enoch. It's
Should waste any
risky.
time.
He's too
You
eager.
just lock him in the cell.
We need to have a fail-safe where if he's leading somewhere it's unsafe to have a way of checking.
I would like to search his pockets. Does he have a drawing or anything that would indicate where his family lives?
You dig it. Oh my God. Make a investigation check. Let's see.
Yeah, 4.
4. You dig in. There's like a pocket lint and 3 copper pieces of change.
I take the copper pieces.
Yeah, take them. It might do you well.
Can we loot the dead guy? Like, see what he has?
Sure. Just dig into his pockets. Looking around.
Has anyone picked up the crossbow?
Yeah, Chris has. I think.
No, I picked up the scimitar.
Oh,
No,
okay.
pick up the crossbow.
So he has a leather pouch of 50 silver pieces, and then the scimitar, the crossbow, and of course a bag of 30 crossbow bolts, and his clothes, and he's also wearing leather armor.
The guy
Well,
we're
I think we
holding,
should-
is he wearing the same armor?
Yes, also leather armor.
Alright.
But you
Yeah,
still have
how-
your armor from so it's
Oh,
only
yeah, right.
been stripped of your stuff. But
I'll
you were
pick up the crossbow bolt thingy as well,
just
so I don't forget them. Yep.
I think we need to discuss who needs to have like the weapon, like most benefits from them.
Yeah.
Like who's great at shooting and who's great at it.
Yeah, I just picked them up, just so we have them.
I
No.
only need my hands.
I have a
As
sword.
I've clearly proven.
It's fine. But I think no matter what, we need to move.
Yeah.
So anyone
Guys are gonna come soon. Let's move.
hands up? Who trusts this guy?
He raises a hand.
I raise a hand. I raise a hand. And punch him.
Oh, make him attack roll.
With
Just
non-lethal
poor guy.
damage. Non-lethal damage. He has a family after all.
Well, you believe that?
Yeah, does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and 5 damage.
Alright, you knock him with the head. Oh, he falls back against the wall. Oh, my nose! Oh, why did you do that?
Oh, he's still conscious. I'm gonna hit him with my bonus attack. Yeah, and that's 19. So I guess it hits. Yeah, and that's 9 damage.
So, oh, my nose! Why did you do that? And then knock him out cold, and he slumps against the wall. So, Daggers, you have the scimitar. The Throger, you have the sword. Bright Scratch has the crossbow. You have your hands, D-Lock, and the keys.
Which way?
So there are 2 ways you can go out of the cell. To the left leads back to where it came from, the weird office thing with the purple mask dude. And then to the right it goes down and then makes a left turn. You don't know where it leads.
I'm guessing to the left is arena. Maybe.
Well, the guards are going to be coming from the way we came, so...
Yeah, let's go the other way, I think.
Sure.
Then we might also find that guy that you said you were looking for or something.
Well, I'm not sure if he's here.
I think he wasn't at the other place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do the adventures and adventure, I guess.
Lead the way.
Alright, so you go to the right, away from the guard room. Or the office. Alright, so you start running down the hall. As you pass some of the cells, you hear like voice from inside. What's going on? It sounds like combat. Is this a rescue? From another cell. Get us out! And there's like a hand coming through one of like the bars in one of the doors.
I try the keys.
Yeah, can we just try to free as many as possible so we have like a lot of people trying to...
Sounds like a good idea.
I try the keys.
Alright, so this bottle of keys, there are like, I don't know, 30 keys or something like that in it. So just start from the beginning.
Can I roll intelligence to like sort by size so I can at least rule out some?
It's an investigation check.
Okay.
Analyze the keys.
Yeah, 3. I do.
You just look at it. There's just keys. So many keys.
That's
You start trying them one by
That's
one.
what I get for picking low intelligence.
Roll some percentile dice.
Percentile dice. Oh my god. 28.
Alright, you start trying for some of the keys. The first 5 keys you go through, and none of them work in the lock that you try to open. You can hear footsteps starting to sort of like trample down from the other direction, back where you came from. This seems to be a familiar thing.
Oh no.
Distant footsteps all over.
Okay, I tell them inside that after the guards have passed, try the keys and escape and see if you can let out as many prisoners as you can, and then you can encounter the guards and like just hit them from behind and grab their stuff. And I throw the keys into them, but hide them.
Ching! Throw the keys into the cell. You just hear like sound of someone get like hit by the keys. Ah! What's that?
Sorry.
Alright, let's keep going.
Alright.
Yes, let's run.
I really don't hope there's a locked door at the end of this.
Alright, you continue to get like people from all the cells. Let us out, please! Help us! You must help us! They're going to feed us to the dragon! And then you turn the corner, follow another corridor, and it opens up into it looks like some kind of like a living quarter with some tables, with candles burning, and some like dice on the tables, some empty mugs, that kind of stuff. And there are 2 guards in there, just sort of like playing some games, smoking some pipes. They look up at you as you bust into the room.
Hello?
Can we just instantly try to attack them?
Sure, just fly them. I'm going to give you... Yeah. Let's say advantage, because they are taken by surprise.
Yeah.
But let's
Should
roll
we
initiative
should, yeah, initiative.
to see how surprised they
Alright.
16.
are. 16.
7.
7.
Sorry, what are we rolling for?
Initiatives.
Oh,
Bithroga.
14.
7.
7. Alright. So Dagus and Bright Scratch, you have to decide who goes first. Alright. So one of the guards, like, you start bursting in, trying to attack them, and then just kicks back out of his chair. He's not wearing his armor, but he does have a dagger next to him, and he grabs it, and then throws it at the first one coming through the door.
Who would that be?
Let's see. It goes for Bright Scratch,
No.
and I think that's a 23.
Yeah.
So you take 4 piercing damage as the stag just hits you in the chest.
No.
Hell.
Okay.
Damn it.
And he looks at Melvin. Melvin, get back up! This is getting out of hand. Yes, sir. All right, Dinok, you are up.
Okay, so does the guy who just threw the dagger have any weapons on him other than the dagger that he threw?
Not at the moment. So he is currently unarmed.
I would like to punch his face off.
Jeez. All right. So just fly through the room the rest of the distance.
Yep.
Sort of like push past the other guard and just. All right, make an attack roll.
Does a 15 hit him?
Yes, it does.
Oh, lucky.
So you land on the table in front of me, just hit him.
Yeah.
All right.
And he takes 7 damage.
7 damage.
And I would like to also kick him
All right.
in his face.
First you hit him, sort of like, leads back, then comes back up, and then also kick him.
Let's see. Okay, 16, that hits.
That hits.
And 7 more damage.
7 more. So you sort of like, first you hit him, and then you kick him in the way, so you sort of make like a backflip. So you sort of, he flies up and then lands on the bench behind him, and it breaks under him. But he's still alive. God damn it!
Oh, don't make me use... Oh, I use a key point.
He grabs like the leg from a broken chair. Come at me!
Natural 20.
Alright,
Okay, I'll come at you.
You don't even roll damage.
Oh, I want to roll damage.
Oh, go on then.
Yeah, that is 11 damage.
Right, so you punch him, then you kick him so he flies down on the bench, then just fly up, and then sort of like finishing move on him. You hit him in the stomach and just starts puking blood. And you think it's dead as well.
Okay. Damn it, made me use my key.
Wipes off your head. So, Bethroga, Enoch has jumped into action and already killed one of the guards.
Well, I'm just gonna go with my sword after the other one.
Alright, he saw fumbling with his sword. Oh my god! You killed him! And then he turns around, sees Bethroga. Ah! I wish it was my turn. Make an attack roll.
Yes. Oh, that's not good. That's what is it? That's 9.
9. So even without his armor, you try to slash him, but you just like cut his tunic. Oh, that was lucky. Do you have anything else you can do?
I don't have a bonus action, I think, so
Well, you could rage if you wanted to, but it's up to you.
I want to brace, so 3 attacks.
Alright, so you make your attack. Then he draws his sword, shing, looks around, he sees his partner's already dead, and see you coming. So he's going to disengage. Start like waving his sword in front of him while he backs away. So he's backing away to. It looks like there's like a counter for a bar with some kegs behind it, and there's like a door next to it. So it probably some kind of like back, like a depot full of who knows what. So backs away, then kicks the door behind him, and then disappears through the door, and then shuts it. So that's his move. So Dagus. Or Bright Scratch, depending on who wants to go first. So, one of the guards are dead, the other one has retreated into the back room of the bar. You can see there's another way out of the this quarters in the other end of the room.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
You can go.
Alright, I charge after the guy who entered the room and just try and burst through the door with my shoulder first.
Alright, make a strength athletics check.
Good.
15.
15. Alright, so you get up to the door, tries to barge, doesn't budge. He's holding it from the other side. You take the handle, tries to push it open, he tries to hold you back. There's a contest. Force of wills. And then you manage to push him away. And you push the door open and get inside. And you can see he's sort of like falling onto the floor in front of you. All the way around you, there are like big cakes of wine, beer, and stuff. Some of that leaking onto the floor. Just this smell of booze hitting you in the face. And he's like holding his sword up. Stand back! Or you will die if you come any step closer! And he waves it in front of him. Ha, ha, ha.
I think I'll just go for the neck with my scimitar.
I must say I am more cultured myself. I would force him to drink a lot of alcohol.
Well, Dagus already sweeping, so give me an attack roll.
Yep. Let's see. 18.
18, that hits.
And
The
let me
march.
see with scimitar. Alright, that's it.
That's a 1d6.
Yep. That would be 9 damage then.
9 damage. Alright, so you go for the throat. It's not enough to kill him, but you do sort of cut him and he starts bleeding. So blood starts to mix with the beer on the floor. Do you have anything else you can do?
No, I think I'll just let that be it.
Alright, then it's Bright Scratch.
Well,
You see Dagus barge the door open, cut someone inside it, and you hear like, oh my god!
I guess he is Chris now in the doorway, or
Well, it's sort of like right inside, so you could probably push past it if you wanted to.
because I have a crossbow. So
Alright, well, I mean, you don't have to kill this guy.
I'll run over to him and try to scratch his neck, like where he has the wound.
He's like going sword at Dagus, then you just jump onto Dagus' back and then fly down at him. Yeah! Make an attack roll. 3?
1.
Every time.
Alright.
I need to change my dice. What?
Lie down, and he's all like, oh! He thinks he's about to die, but you just land right next to him, start scratching the floor.
Jesus.
What's going on?
Someone knock this guy out or something.
Wait.
Do you have a
I
bonus?
just looked at something called action search from a second level.
Oh yeah, you can take a second action if you use that.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Okay. So yeah, you can take
Yeah.
1 additional action.
I'll try again.
Alright, make an attack roll. He's sort of like relieved that he survived the first ordeal. So, whew, that was close.
Natural 20.
Yes!
Alright, give him some damage. Let's see.
Critical.
That's on strength, right? Yeah.
I don't know how tabaxi claws work.
Yeah, that is a D4 plus strength.
D4 plus strength.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
And that would be 2 D4s plus strength modifier.
Okay, 2 D4s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just 3.
9.
Alright, so he's sort of like waving his sword. You miss him. It's just, oh, thank Tiamat's beard. I thought there was a god over there. Looks up at Dagus, and then just one claw swipes his head off.
Damn.
Nice.
Even I don't want to study that.
So, just to be sure, he is dead. Melvin is no. There we go.
Would there by any chance be a short sword in here?
Well, he was holding a short sword when he was killed.
I would like to grab that.
Well, we'll see. So you're out of combat, so you can do whatever you like. So obviously, Dagus and Bright Scratch are much closer. So if you want to pick up the sword, you can do that.
I have a sword. I'm fine.
Oh.
I don't need it.
Just your bloody claws. Sure. All right. So Dinok, you look.
I
This
give it to him.
decapitated body.
Unless there's like a quarterstaff also in this room by chance.
No. It's kind of like a place where the guards have their pastime. Apparently.
Okay. I'm happy enough with the sword.
And
I
of
want
course,
to
it's
loot the guy.
loot. Sure. So you look through his pockets. You find 30 silver pieces in a pouch.
Okay.
I want to see if the other guy has anything useful on him. So I want.
All right. So you check his pocket. First, you find 51 silver pieces, and you also find some rope.
Ooh, cool. Nice. Well,
It's like neatly folded, and then there's like a red sort of like ribbon around it with some dragon motifs on it, just delicately. This might be a gift.
yeah, don't care. It's a rope I can use.
All right.
Well, should we move on, or is there anything?
I go and grab the guy who was in the main room and drag him into this small alcohol room or whatever it is, and just close the door.
There.
I leave the room before he closes the door.
Just
Oh,
see the door start close.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry.
Just the entire party is in there as you close the door. All right, so you close the door. You can hear footsteps coming from the way you came, approaching.
Well, let's move on.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright. So you walk out, or I assume
Run. We run out.
you run out of the exit.
Yeah.
And this takes you through. It looks like a sort of like a barracks area. There are like central corridors, and then rooms on the sides. And you can hear footsteps from one corridor and conversations over there, but you sort of like try to skirt around them to avoid most of the attention. I think you are going to have to make stealth checks if you want to avoid.
Oh dear.
Gosh.
Oh shit.
I will
Or
do
you
that.
could just, or you could just not care and rush through it.
I'll at
I
least
would like-
try.
I'm gonna make a stealth check.
I'm
Okay.
gonna make one too.
Natural 20.
Same.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love my dice.
13.
And 13 here as well.
Oh my
What
god.
modifier does stealth have?
Dexterity.
Adex.
I just need to check my dexterity. Roll 13.
So, Bright
Okay,
Scratch and
14.
D-Dog, you
Ah.
just melt into the shadows.
I don't feel so good.
D-Dog melt into the shadows. And Bright Scratch, you just jump into there, and then where the fuck did she go? That's like a high seal. Who knows? Bethroga, did the dexterity change anything?
14.
14. Alright. So you start making your way. Bright Scratch sort of like crawling the floor, the ceiling.
Jesus.
Above you. Dino just pushing between the shadows. And then you two sort of like doing your stealth stuff.
We just walked by.
I'm just fully
I
armored.
was so good at stealth that I fell into another dimension. I just left this world completely.
So you get to one of the doors into sort of the sleeping quarters. So it's a small room with 4 beds, table, chest. There are 2 people in there having a conversation. So Bright Scratch and D-Dog, you obviously make it past without any trouble. The other 2, you sneak up to the door, start making way past the door. You can see them sitting there. Yes, I told them, but it wasn't that good. I think we should try to we should do that. No, way too dangerous. I would say that. And yeah, you get past them without being detected. If you want to, of course, you can engage in their conversation.
No.
In the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just intercept there.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of think I want to ask them where they keep our stuff.
All right.
What?
No.
So
No,
it's just
okay,
this
maybe.
voice coming out of nowhere asking, "Where's our stuff?" The fuck? Did you hear something? I don't know. I don't hear anything with this roll. So like pulling some cotton out of his ears. What?
Oh, fucking hell.
So, well, must have been the wind.
I think.
Okay, I can get a hint. Let's
Oh,
just continue.
No, you can send me stuff if you want to.
I really want to, but I don't know if there is.
Like, do they have weapons?
Oh, they look like they are off duty. They're sort of just wearing their.
Oh, we can just like outrun them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
I
just-
would like to do a persuasion check.
All right. So you just walk into the room and start.
And just like whisper.
start talking.
Stuff.
Maybe.
Okay, so you want to try to stay stealthy, like
Yeah.
hidden while you talk.
No, I don't need to. I rolled an 18.
All right, so you suddenly step inside their home.
Like, where do you keep prisoners' belongings?
Exclusive. Why do you ask?
Yeah, like some of them apparently had some important papers for the cult.
Well, Alright, I'll do it. He sort of like nods to his partner. Yeah, we'll finish that conversation later. Of course, anytime. And he gets up. Love looks at you. Are you new or something?
Yeah, like I'm just getting hustled around by everyone, so I kind of have to hurry a lot.
Yeah, alright. Well, this way.
Thank you.
Just try to piece of advice. When you're new here, we're not allowed to, but try to like make a small map of things. It makes it much easier to find your way around.
Oh, okay. That would
Don't
be
show it
nice.
to any of the overseers.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's this way, and he steps out into the corridor. Bethroga and Degas sort of like just stand up against the corridor next to the door, and he steps outside. So, what's your name? I haven't seen you around. And he starts walking down the corridor.
Oh yeah, my name is Daros.
Daros.
Yeah.
Where do you come from? Doesn't sound like you're from Waterdeep.
No, I'm from the Eastern Realms, so it's quite a bit far.
Ah, yeah. You were transferred here, maybe?
A lot warmer. So
Yes.
I kind of have to get used to it.
Again, piece of advice. Don't go for a race. Go for more vacation. It's like less than a day's travel, then you're in the best warm weather, at least in the summer. It's not that far.
Oh, nice. I'll have to ask my uncle if I can get a replacement or something.
Yeah, sure. And he takes it
Thank
down like sort of like a armory / hangout place with tables and stuff, and then a few racks with some kind of like break in case of an emergency, racks of weapons. And then in the far end of the room, there are a few chests and stuff. So these prisoners, if they are like more permanent resident, then we'll have to go to the forge. But otherwise, they should be in the chest if they are new.
Yeah, they just got admitted like recently.
Alright,
so I just need to get it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, what's your room number anyway?
Yeah, my room number is 7.
7?
Yeah.
Right. I thought that belonged.
Oh, by the way, for your troubles, I throw him 3 copper pieces.
At least for you.
Oh my god.
Oh, see you around. Good luck.
Yeah, see you around.
So he starts walking back towards his room. Then, right before he leaves this kind of a common area, he turns around, just looks at you. And by the way, don't let anyone push you around. And then he walks out.
Nice.
So, Bright Scratch, you are still clinging to the ceiling out of sight. You two, you're going to have to make a new stealth check as he's coming back down the corridor that you have to sort of follow.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, that's nice. That's 19.
Oh no.
19? Alright.
11.
11.
No.
So Bethroga, you see him come back and then you just step behind like a barrel, shaped like a dwarf. Degas, you think, oh shit, he's come back, I'm going to hide in here, and you try to open the door, but it's locked, so sort of like, well,
Hello. I was just trying to get in here. I was. Who are you?
Well, I was about to ask you who you are. I haven't seen that face around here.
Are you making fun of me?
Well, who wouldn't? For that face. He sort of like turns around as if he had a friend, but that's no one around.
I will have you know that I am an ambassador from the Western lands.
What the hell are you doing here then?
I've come to talk to the dragon, Calcrix.
Again, what the hell are you doing?
I am lost. Did you not see me try and open the door? Maybe you could escort me.
Make a persuasion check.
16.
But yes, it is a bit difficult to get around here, isn't it?
Exactly.
Well, you don't want to get in there. It's private quarters. So you're meeting the dragon now?
Well, I was actually hoping to go into some quarters or something to just get my bearings before talk. You know, the great dragon. I can't just go in there.
Well, obviously.
Just like this.
Well, if you want to get back to your quarters, I can show you to the visitors' quarters. It's this way, and he walks back into the common area. So while this is happening, Dinok and Bright Scratch, you are in this common area, and maybe Bethroga sort of like sneaks past him while he's talking to Dagus. So you can make it to the chests and start rummaging around.
Yeah.
All right, make a give me a percentile die roll.
Oh. Everyone?
No, just you. I assume Bright Scratch still sitting in the ceiling, being stealthy.
Yeah. I want to keep my stuff.
4.
For you open the
4.
first chest, it's just empty. Open the next one, there's like stacks of paper and stuff. And then he comes back into the room. You see him walking with the daggers. So this is our common area where you can sort of like relax a bit. We have a bar further up, but we're going to have some renovation, and then we're going to have a new bar over in the corner. And he sees Dinok. Oh hey, any luck with that? Those papers?
Yeah, I found it. I just hold up a random piece.
Ah, excellent. Well,
and I close the chest and like honors him, like bows for the ambassador or something.
So,
he seems important, showing him around.
Oh yeah, he is. Well, ambassador is this way, and he takes you out of a side door, and this leads into a few corridors that spill out into a huge sort of like entrance hall with columns in rows, like black marble, red banners. There are guards standing at attention at all the columns.
Can I request a class change? I would like to be a rogue.
And all the while, Bratia is sort of crawling along the ceiling above you. So, Bethroga and Dinok, what do you want to do as Dagus is let out of the common area?
I'm going on a fucking adventure.
I would like to continue searching for my stuff.
Alright.
And the others.
Give me a percentile roll.
Oh
and
my god.
Bethroga, you can help him.
I'm gonna stay and help him.
Alright, so also give me... So that's the D10 and the D100, basically.
D20 or D100.
So you are looking... Oh wait, you don't have physical dice.
I don't have dice, I only have, like...
So does it just have a D100? On the...
It has a D100.
Oh, then give me that.
Okay, then I just do a D100.
How did you do, Didak?
I assumed...
What did you get?
Me?
Hmm?
I got a 98.
Alright.
I got 73.
So Dinak yourself runs around. Oh, there's some stuff here. You find a bag of 10 gold pieces. Oh, this be handy. You find like 2 daggers. Oh, this is handy. Then Bethroy walks up to the chest, opens it, and just like this golden light coming out of it, and just all your stuff is lying there. Your axes, your weapons, your... Well, if you have bought the ladder of daggers, there would be a ladder of daggers in there.
I haven't.
Just think about how nice it would have been to have a ladder of daggers now.
Yeah.
Anyway, all your stuff there. So you basically equip yourself. So all the stuff that you lost, you have regained.
Yes.
And you bundle up the stuff for the other guys. So when you're nice, you can re-equip.
Do I still have the coins from the heist?
Let's see if you're lucky. Yeah, there's it's sort of like in a wrapped up. So apparently no one has really looked through the stuff yet.
Okay, so what was it, like 30 or 40 gold or something?
I think it was 40.
Nice.
And also your La Chatang.
Malachata.
La Chatang. Stuff like just poking impossibly out of the chest.
I think we keep pronouncing it different every Thursday.
I think so too.
It's
I
like
have to think about next round.
La Chatang.
Malachata.
Okay, so you get your stuff and get equipped. Do you want to follow Dagus?
Yeah, can we like carry his stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to follow, then give me some stealth checks as you sort of like shadow Dagus.
Yeah.
Dagus, you can sort of like see from the corner of your eye that they are following. So if you want to try to distract this guard, you can try to do some conversation or something as you are being led into this magnificent hallway with the banners and stuff.
Who was the elf back there?
Oh, it's one of the new guys. He was a bit lost. As you know, it's easy to get lost here.
Right.
It's part of the security that intruders will be confused. It was originally designed like a kind of a maze, you see,
Oh.
and repurposed, but they kept some of the maze elements. So yeah, he's a new guy.
Alright.
So he takes you into this hallway and then through a huge set of double doors into an even greater hall with staircases on the side leading up to sort of like balconies on the sides. And takes you up one of the flights of stairs. So when you get to the top, I'm sorry I can't follow you without permission, but at the top, take a left turn. That's the visitors' quarters. You will find the clerk responsible for anything you would like. His name is Hans. But if there's anything else I can help you with, otherwise I had to get back to the duty.
Yes,
Can
of
we
course.
can we
Thank
hear
you.
them talk?
Yeah, you're walking up. Oh yeah, did you make your stealth checks?
Yeah.
Right. How are they?
I made like a 12.
I made 11.
11. Right. Alright, so you see Dagus being led into this magnificent hallway, and you want to try to follow?
Yeah.
Alright, you step out, and you can see there are these sort of like guards standing in all the columns inside this hall, and you step inside, and your footstep just echoes throughout the entire hall, and all the guards are like turn their head towards you. Then take another step. And one of them sort of like just rolls his shoulders and start walking over to you. What are you doing here?
I'm getting these papers to Hans. Specific request.
He snaps it out of your hand, looks at them.
Please be lucky.
Give me just a regular D20 roll. See how lucky.
What?
One.
And it was going so well.
These papers belong to you?
No, they belong to one of the prisoners.
This is highly incriminating. Why are you taking these documents? They were supposed to go to the dragon.
Yeah, sorry, I'm new. I was told that I needed to get them to the information center or something. Isn't that up here?
No, it isn't. I think you're trying to smuggle these papers out.
I really need to listen to that guy more.
Can I see this?
Yeah, you can sort of hear this conversation going behind you, and you see this tough-looking guard with some serious armor sort of like towering over Dinok, and then all the other guards in the hall looking at him.
Fuck.
Well, you do have to admit that it is very, very difficult to find your way around in this place. And this guy is new, so he doesn't really know, and quite frankly, I don't either.
Who the hell are you?
I want to visit.
I go back. Where is my escort?
He looks over at you. Who are you? What is this fish man? And then the guards are like, oh, he's an ambassador, please.
Watch your tongue with me.
So the guard that you were being escorted walks over to the other guards. He's an important ambassador from the way. He got a bit lost, and I guess this is his escort. He tries to persuade him. The guard just grabs him by the scruff and just slaps him. You are a fool! This fish man, or whatever he is.
Dragon man.
An ambassador would wear such filthy armor. Such disgusting clothes. He looks like he's just been through the sewers.
Oh my god.
And the other guy says, What? He said that. He looks at you, Dagger, just look with a look of like he's really hurt. Is it true? Aren't you a real ambassador?
Of course I am. What do you think? Do you think these scales are fish scales? No, they're dragon scales.
But what with the gills?
I'm a sea dragon.
I am very adaptive.
Alright, this is going to be a battle of wills.
Oh god.
You are going to make a persuasion check, countered by the other guy's persuasion check, to see if we'll win the heart of this guard.
Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. That's not the best. Let's see. 14.
So you're trying to convince him, then the other guy just... Oh, for Tiamat's beard's sake, you're an idiot! You're just an idiot! And just, you don't call me an idiot, this guy is an important ambassador. We have to sort this out with Hans first. And then the other guards are like, well, of course, yes. This is the business of Hans. Hans will know.
Hans seems like an important person.
Oh.
Very well. Well, just in case, Mr. Ambassador, if you wouldn't mind, then we'll go and sort this out with Hans.
Of course.
Alright, everyone,
Come along, escort.
follow me.
Am I still just in the roof? Like,
Yeah, just start sitting on the ceiling.
I just imagine like a little cockroach climbing along the wall. Just
Like, I
following.
can't just casually throw her weapons up to her without.
Way.
You can try, make a sleight of hand check.
Nah.
I think she got her weapons, did she? Wasn't she in the room? Or
No, she was following along.
oh, okay.
Alright, so this heavily armored guard sort of like leads the way into the second hallway with the staircases, and he just starts walking up one of the staircases, and the other guard sort of like walks along, and you, Degas, I'm terribly sorry if this is huge inconvenience, but you must understand that the security is very high. There's some really valuable stuff in this place, and important prisoners. We can't be too careful about all this. I hope you understand. I hope this doesn't affect your mission to Waterdeep.
Oh, we'll see. We will see.
If it's possible, could you put in a good word? I'm stick my head out for you, as you know. So, you know,
Of course.
I
I will. You've done well. Is this guy up here? Is he a higher rank than you? He seems to be.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
By the end of this conversation, you will have his position.
Oh yes. Yes. Well, he is a dragon wing. We call them that.
He's
higher
also
ranking.
he's also an asshole.
But I can't say that. He's a dragon ass.
We're going to persuade them to just dissolve their entire army and replace them with our guys.
So you get up the stairs, turn a corner, you left through some rooms, and then you're sort of like at the end of a corridor. There's a door with a gold sign outside. Just says simple, just Hans. Simple letters. And the dragon ass walks up and just sort of like braces himself a bit, and then knocks on the door. And then the door opens. There's a cozy study inside, pretty dark. There's a fire burning in a fireplace, a few candles, but really dark in there. Books stacked on chairs and tables and stuff. And you just hear a voice from inside. What the fuck do you want? It seems to have some kind of disagreement. An ambassador is only told you. What's your name? What do you call yourself, Fishman? I'm sorry, ambassador.
Yes, I'm not a fishman. Valdix.
Valdix. We have this.
It's a dragon name, of course. As you would know.
Of course I do. Ambassador Valdix, he said something about the Western lands or Eastern lands. I'm not sure. He didn't specify. Could you just maybe sort this out? Just hear it from inside the room. Fuck, bring him in. Ambassador?
Alright. I
And then
walk
he also
in.
pushes the guard inside and looks at you two. Well, you better follow also. Everyone get inside. Let's sort this out. So you step inside the study, I assume all of you, and the bright scratch sort of like just comes over through the top of the door.
Nice.
So you're standing inside the study. There's a desk. There are tables, chairs just stacked with books. There's bookcases rising up on all sides. The fireplace. Some grand windows looking out over Waterdeep. Some chandeliers without any lit candles. I think it's pretty dark in here. You can't immediately see who was speaking. And then the door shuts behind you. And you can see the dragon ass looks a bit nervous. I was just wondering if this ambassador stuff was legit. Of course, if it is, then we'll just take him to squatters. But if not, then there's some voice. Shut the fuck up. Very well. And then from a pile of books in the corner, you see a black leg just move over. Then another. Then two more. Then two more. And then, at first it looks like a giant spider, but it has like the torso, the upper body of a dark elf or a drow.
Drider!
Comes over. He has huge eyes, but they're completely white. And just crazy white hair just sticking out like spikes. He just looks around. Let me feel him. And he pushes you daggers towards him. Get a move on, ambassador.
I walk towards him.
So this is he is like maybe a good meter taller than you with his entire like spider body and everything. And he reaches down, so sniffs around you. I smell something fishy. And then takes his long, slender hands and puts them on your face and start moving them around your face, feeling your gills.
Yeah, well, we do like swimming where I'm from.
Yes, I would imagine a Triton likes to swim.
Fuck.
What's your real name, traitor? You can tell me. These huge white eyes just right in your face. I sense lies around you, but also a pinch of truth. I wonder what is what.
I am indeed an ambassador. My name is Dagos.
Sort of like moves your head aside so you can look at the guard. Some truth in that. And then pushes you back. Tell me more.
You will have to excuse my lies to your guard, but he wouldn't. He seemed like the asshole type, and he wouldn't really let a person like me in.
So like draws his hands back so his nails of scratch your cheeks.
There's definitely some truth to the asshole part.
I have to concede that.
Anyway,
What is your house name? Your voice, the way you speak. You're not from the common folk.
no. I am from the noble Vaxath family.
Puts back. My. And just let it go off your face. I did not know that we were getting visitors from royalty.
Well, I was sent here for a reason, and I have heard about you, Hans. You seem to be the only one around here with any kind of logic, except for Calcrix, of course.
Of course.
Do you have any control over these guards and their positions?
Oh yes.
Because as royalty, and I have some experience with guards, as you would know, I would recommend that guy, and I point to the guy who helped us, have that guy's position.
He looks over.
Because he's absolutely useless, that guy.
You know what? Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
You know what? Make a persuasion check.
17?
You know what? There's some truth in that.
Exactly.
He points at the dragon ass. You can go. You will get the message. It just... And then he stomps out. Slams the door.
You think twice next.
No, the guy sounds like, as he walks past,
Oh.
he sort of like gets your attention, Dagos. It's like... Now, an unscheduled royal visit is interesting to say the least. I assume you've come for a reason.
Of course, as you probably know, we Triton has we've been outside of current affairs for a while.
It's true.
We want to reconnect with and we understand that the dragons and Tiamat, of course, is the rule now.
Of course. Dare I suggest that this has something to do with the proposal?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. My master will be most pleased to meet you. I shall have the best quarters made available for you.
Of course, so
This man, and he points towards the guard, is now your liaison.
perfect.
He will be your interface with the rest of us.
That is perfect. So would it be fair to assume that we can go and rest up and get cleaned up before moving further with things?
Of course.
Perfect.
And he looks over at the guard. I don't recall your name. But get to work. It's like, yes, of course, of course. will send for you in the evening.
Thank you,
Yes,
esteemed Hans. It's
He
been
bows.
great talking to you.
Your Highness. And then he skitters back over the books. In the guard. Yes, you heard him. Let's go. He opens the door. Your Highness. And also bows for D-Doc and Bethrogar. Sway. Well, I will, of course, wait, there's so much, but you will get the best quarters. To be honest, I'm not usually doing this kind of job, so I have to get some help if it's okay. But yeah, I'll get you to the lounge, and then I'll get your room sorted.
Of course.
Oh,
You're right, Mr. Dunn.
may I ask a question quickly before you leave?
Sure.
This might be my chance to get like moved, so I don't really have to recall everything. It would be a huge help if I could be assigned to His Majesty here, too.
Oh yes. We'll look into that.
Okay, thank you.
And then
By the way, congratulations on your new position.
Yes, thank you. It's. I have to make sure that I get more vacation because that's not a lot you can use your month for.
And I'm just still in the ceiling.
Anyway, so he takes you down to sort of like a lounge with some nice pillars and like a fountain in the middle and just trays with grapes and fruit and drinks and stuff and some nice couches. And you sit there for a while, and then after a while he returns with a clerk. So, yes, we have your rooms ready. Please, this way. Do you want... I'm sorry. But do you prefer to be addressed as Ambassador or Your Highness?
I'll take
we
it.
can do both.
Try and do both.
Your Highness Ambassador? It sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's go with Your Highness.
Yes.
Very good. Your Highness, this way. And yeah, he takes you to some nice rooms. There are like, you have like a whole apartment for yourself with like a central room with a table. Again, fitted out with the best refreshments and several rooms with comfortable beds and stuff. This is like the top of the top.
Alright.
Bottles of champagne and stuff lying around. Well, if anything, just ring the bell and we'll take your requests.
Of course. Thank you. For now, I think me and my escorts will just have some privacy and
Of course.
make ready.
And may I just apologize on behalf of the entire staff for the inconveniences you have experienced in getting here.
I think most have been fixed already, but I will.
Of course, you do understand, so like coming unannounced, we have to be careful.
Of course, I've heard all kinds of stuff about resistances and.
Yes, don't get me started on that. Bunch of losers. Anyway, Your Highness, anything you need. And he closes the door, and you're left on your own.
Okay.
And also,
And I crawled down.
Jesus Christ, where did you come from?
just
I've
drop
been
down.
following you guys all the way. I'm so tired right now.
Your claws are just sore.
Let me just say, maybe the dragons are not so bad.
No, I think the dragons are
That's
pretty
right.
bad.
Give us some grapes.
Like, I think we could gain a lot of influence here.
Yeah, but not enough.
We don't need to work for the dragons.
So what do you suggest?
I suggest we reform them from the inside.
Well, a good portion of the guards outside know that we have escaped from us, so they're going to catch up to us eventually and recognize us.
Oh yeah, I only knocked that guy in the cell out.
On that
I'm sure we can
bombshell,
talk our
we're
way
going
out
to
of
end
that.
the session.
Oh my god.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, David.
My god, you are just silver-tongued bastards.
Yeah, this session has been all over the place.
Like,
We
So
went
still-
from literally like prisoners with nothing to like royalty.
But like it fits the Triton race very well to think very highly of themselves. So it was a good thing you decided to go with royalty instead of ambassador.
Well, there's also, as you
Yeah.
said, some truth to that.
But I'm sorry, guys. I have to go now.
Yeah, well, I think we will all just
Yeah.
make this
Yes.
the end. You have to stay
I
here
will-
for the wave, Hilde. You have to be part of the
Okay.
tradition.
Oh yeah. The wave. So next week we'll be back with some more adventures and see where this goes.
Yeah.
What's about this, Hans? What's with this royalty stuff? And do the guards, are they going to realize what's going on? We'll see.
Dun,
Next
dun,
time.
dun.
Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central European Time.
Ah.
No!
Bye.